So good morning, one and all. Welcome to our first online class on data structures and algorithm. Am I audible? Somebody please respond.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, thank you. The screen is also visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Right. So welcome again. I think still 39 students are there. We are expecting very good strength. So those who are present, please type your only USN in the chat box. I'll use this for the sake of attendance. Please type in your USN, only USN in the chat box. Yeah. This is for the sake of attendance. So every day at the end of the class, I ask everybody to, type your USN in the chat box. All the students. Out of 43, only 29 have typed. Yeah, your USN. Make it a common. Every character you make it as capital letter USN. USN with caps. Please type in your USN in the chat box for the sake of attendance. Yeah. Right. So once attendance is done, next. So welcome to our introduction to data structures and algorithm. It is one of the very important subject with respect to your life. Why I am saying? Because in most of your technical interviews, this subject is given more importance, more stress. Secondly, this subject has very high scope if you want to study any subject related to computer science. Meanwhile, this subject is also very easy and technically you can understand a lot of things. You can understand a lot of things. You can understand. This is technically very strong, very safe subject. Okay. Moving to my introduction, we are meeting for the first time. So this is Dr. Rama Satish. I am a doctorate in computer science and engineering, and my doctoral subject is data science, big data analytics. Hopefully you might have heard these big terms, very common terms. And my intention of taking this course, especially I have chosen mechanical students because mechanical students are very intelligent by nature, but computer exposure you don't have. So if I give you a very good computer exposure, probably you will understand better and you can do much thing. So that is my mission. And my philosophy is, it is my humble request as well as order to each and every student, all 44 students those are present. You take the class as equally important to, equally equivalent to the offline class, the classroom class. And use always laptop or a desktop to to attend this class, online class, and have a notebook. Please have a notebook as we teach in the class, how you note down. The same way in the online class also, I expect you to write down points, each and every points. I go slowly initially, slowly, very slowly, even if you know some of the concepts, I will go slowly. You note down, even though you know very well that concept, please note down. Writing once is equivalent to reading 10 times. This is what my teacher has taught. And that is the philosophy. So, and remember one thing, dear students, you have to write down, and the textbooks and syllabus, whatever I suggest, it is given already in the VTU website, so you can download. Meanwhile, I'll also send the syllabus to you. I have made already the group. I think hopefully you have joined, all of you have joined that group. And of course, you can certainly attend the contents. You can take the contents from that. So if you have any concern, my phone number is with you. And moreover, if you want to know about me more and more, you can visit this website. You can visit this website. So I have created a Google website free of cost to just tell about myself. So you can visit to this website and you will come to know. And remember, in the class, I want you to note down each and everything, whatever I say. So just like the theory offline class, how you are noting down, the same way I want you to note down, and regularly you have to study the subject. That's very important. And every day I'll be giving assignments, and you need to submit the assignments. And the assignment, you have to submit it, okay, using a tool. We use a tool called Google Classroom. We use that is one code I'll give. So you have to click that code or link so that you can join to that classroom, and there you can submit the assignments. Plus, along with that, we'll also have daily evaluation, and in every day's class, at the end of every day's class, I'll be asking questions. So you have to practice, you have to answer those questions also. And coming on to my area of interest, I'm very much interested in data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Hopefully, all these things will definitely be helpful when you are using it in your projects. So definitely you can come to me. So during your projects, I'll be happy to assist you, okay, with respect to machine learning, data science, and artificial intelligence. And I have achieved my doctoral degree in 2019. And prior to this, I was honored by Infosys Faculty Excellence Award. Plus, in 2010, RNSIT has given me Best Teacher Award. So I'm serving this institution in past 20 years. So almost from the inception, I am here in the college. Hopefully, so I'm working in MCA department. You can meet me. I think you might have met me also during your technical training placement training that is happening in the MCA lab itself. We have met. Okay, anyhow, I'll be happy to see you back on my class soon. Right. So that's about my introduction. Coming on to the syllabus. So your syllabus is actually CS board syllabus. CS board, computer science board is offering this. So people will treat this syllabus equivalent to computer science students. So how computer science students they do, you have to do the same thing. And you will be having 40 hours of teaching classes and 60 for external examination, 20 for internal CIE. That is the thing. So the title of the course, Data Structures and Algorithms. You will be writing data structures. You will be creating data structures using C program, C language. So you should be very good at C language. Even if you are not good, definitely I'll be there to assist you, help you to become strong in C programming. And of course, by learning about C programming, one advantage is, even though you're a mechanical engineer, you will understand a lot of computer science exposure you will get. And you might have already studied the C program in your first sem or second sem, CCP. Those who are from lateral entry, from diploma background, definitely this subject will be a boon, helpful, very much helpful. And of course, you have to understand how these data structures are really helpful in solving the problems. And of course, you have to create data structures. You have to implement these data structures using C programming language. So that is the course learning, course objective, course learning. Coming on to what is there in the first module. You know, your entire syllabus has 5 modules, and these 5 modules are very easy to understand. Only thing you have to understand. Very easy. Only thing you need to understand, that's all. And if you master this subject, if you get very good marks, if you understand a lot of insights, how to create a data structure, how to work with the C program, everything, definitely not only for academics, it will help you, even for your placements. This is going to be very much helpful. That's what I would like to, say. So don't miss this opportunity. Take it quite serious, even though it is offline class or online class. You should behave the same way. You should behave in the same way. And of course, you have to note down whatever we speak, we teach. Okay. So from chapter 1 and chapter 2 of the textbook, you have to understand module 1. So what is there in module 1? Very simple. So module 1 is totally about introduction to C programming. So all those you have learned, the C programs, so everything it is there, and it is from chapter 1 and 2 of the textbook. I'll tell you the textbook little later. Textbook is Data Structure by E. Balaguru Swami. It is there in the syllabus also. Anyhow, I'll forward the syllabus also in the group so that everybody will be, it will be easy. Second module, you talk about algorithms. Algorithms are nothing but, they are similar to programs, but you write it in formal steps, stepwise. We'll discuss that algorithms. And algorithms efficiency you can measure using asymptotic notations. We'll be measuring that in asymptotic method. And we'll discuss about introduction to data structure, type of data structures, and arrays. Very, very important concepts. And later in module 3, we first create our data structure, that is stack and linked list. Linked list. These are the two data structures. Very, very important. Again, chapter 5 and 6. So if you buy that textbook, E. Balaguruswamy, Data Structure by E. Balaguruswamy. If you buy that textbook, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 chapters. If you go through very clearly, carefully, I think you are done with module 1, 2, 3. Further, module 4 and module 5 talks about Q data structure, trees data structure. Again, it is chapter 7 and chapter 8. And same, module 5 talks about various graphs. Graph is nothing but, it is not the graph that is you are going to plot using statistics. No, it is not that. Graph theory, you might have studied in mathematics, graph theory, a set of nodes and set of edges, vertices. So that is the thing. Anyhow, we'll discuss that in detail. What is graph? How exactly graph we can work with it, and very efficient techniques of arranging data. We call it as sorting. So we'll discuss about selection sort, insert sort, bubble sort, quick sort, and also searching techniques like linear search and binary search, and also hash search. We'll discuss all these things. It's really very, very interesting topics lined up. And of course, by doing this, you will clearly understand C program very well. You will become the master by doing all these 5 modules, learning about these 5 modules. You will become strong in C programming. And also, you will definitely become a very good problem solving skill. You're going to achieve it. And apart from this, any program, if you want to implement using C, you can easily do it because you know the data structure, you know how to implement. Yes, you can do it. Coming on to question paper pattern. So you have 10 questions, 2 questions from each module of 20 marks. Out of question number 1 and question number 2, you have to write any one. And module 2, there is question number 3 and 4. Out of these 2, any one, the same. With respect to module 3 also, module 4, module 5, same. So obviously all modules are equally important. All modules are equally important, and of course they have to do it. And remember, you have to use this textbook. Textbook is Data Structure Using C by E. Balaguruswamy, 2013 edition. 2013 edition. Remember, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 chapters. So today itself, go to nearest bookshop. I don't know when lockdown will happen. Okay, we are uncertain. Go to your nearest bookshop, or if you are staying near to college, come to college library and pick this book. It is there. I've checked yesterday. I've checked the availability of the book in the library. Many copies are available. You can pick this book. You can have it as we conduct class online. You can certainly start reading. You can start reading. And of course, getting a marks is the first goal. Secondly, getting very good knowledge. Marks and knowledge, if you attain, you can definitely successful in your further career, further in your life, you'll become most happy. Okay. So that's about the syllabus, the different modules, and of course the textbooks. So I think many of them have joined recently. Please type in your USN in the chat box for the sake of attendance. USN for the sake of attendance. Please type it in chat box. Okay. So that's about the syllabus, and yeah, right. Moving further. So this is the textbook. Data structure using C by E. Balaguruswamy. This is the textbook. I think hopefully you should understand. And never attend my class for the just sake of attendance. You should attend my class for the sake of knowledge, for the sake of learning something. And every time whenever you are attending my class, have a book with you, note down. Okay. The first question before I start, first question that comes to your mind is, why data structure? Why do we study data structure? It's the first thing. Why do we study data structure? Remember, learning about data structure is like a technical skill with respect to computers. And today, irrespective of your engineering branch, you should have very good knowledge of computers. And inside how computer works, inside how to write programs, is again a very good skill of an engineer. So it's a very good technical skill. This technical skill is actually the ability. It is actually, I can say, it is one of the property, it is one of the feature, it is one of the, the skill that one should hold. Either you are a mechanical engineer or IT engineer or a civil engineer or any science or any finance, everybody should know this. It's a technical role, any role you take up. So this should be there. This should be there. So your technical skills should be there. Yes. Secondly, technical skills is nothing but your programming skills. If you want to write a program, first thing you have to analyze the problem. Once you analyze the problem, by using specific logical steps, you can solve the problem. This analysis, analyzing the complex problem and solving the problem. Anyhow, we'll be giving some of the problems. We'll try to solve it. Yeah. Is there anybody who wants to speak? If you don't have to speak, kindly mute yourself. Yeah. Right. So remember the next very important problem. The programming skill is one of the important skill for engineer. Being an engineer, if you don't know programming, no, then there is no use. Technically speaking, non-engineers, other than engineers, they are writing programs. BCA students, BSc students, diploma students, they are writing. Being engineering graduate, if you don't know the programming skill, no, that's not good. So you should be, as an engineer, that too from RNSIT, you are getting graduate from RNSIT, then you should have this programming skill. For a engineer, programming skill is a must. So you should know this programming skill. That's basic. And your job hunting becomes more competitive. If you are very good at programming, your job hunting becomes more competitive. And your engineering graduates needs to work even harder to differentiate themselves from other candidates by acquiring this technical skills in one way to achieve. So this is one way to achieve. So definitely it is a skill that you should know it very well. Okay, coming on to further, our further discussions. So if I ask you this question, is this a program? Yeah, I won't answer in your chat box. Is this a program? Just to keep you. So whatever the screen you are seeing, is this a program? Kindly answer. I want to make it. Yeah. Somebody said no, no, sir. Okay, compile error. Okay. Yeah, obviously. Some answers I'm getting. Okay, don't know. Yeah, very frank. Good. Some students you're answering. I want all of you to answer in further also. Let us make the class more interactive. In fact, if I talk about this is actually a program. This is actually a program written in binary language or mission language. Mission language. This is a program that is written in mission language. And of course, today mission language programming is not there. So binary language programming, mission language programming, it is not there. So it is very difficult also. During 1940s, this kind of programming people used to have. But today it is not there. So scientists have developed some programs like this with symbols, with some English, okay, a little bit. So improvement they made, and they called this type of programming as assembly language programming. The previous one was mission language programming, very hard to understand. Only missions used to be able to understand. Very difficult to code also. Only experts with full experience they can write. So this is assembly language program. We call it as middle language program. Middle language program, assembly language program. In this, you are having some, you are having some English code also and some symbols also, but better than the previous one. So it is not so easy. And next, I have one more very interesting question. Is this a program? Obviously, is this a program? So, answer
Yes,
here.
sir.
Yeah, good. Somebody have unmuted and spoke. Good. You can type it in. All of you can. Yeah, good. Pawaman is answering. Okay, good. Pujari is answering. Murali, Manoj, many are answering. Yes, it is a program. Yes, many are answering. Good. So this is a C program, but what is missing in this C program is very much required. This, if I type the same program like this and compile it, yes, definitely my compiler will work, give the result. And but major problem even in the technical round interviews also, you do the same. You write programs like this only. The major problem is it is not formatted. It is not formatted. So look at the next slide. The same program is neatly formatted. If you look at the difference between the previous slide and this slide, formatted program always has very good readability. People can easily read your program. People can easily understand your program. So Readability is one major issue. So that's why people, teachers, any technical trainer, they stress more on the format of the program, formatting of the program. Even tomorrow in the examination, you write the program, not like the previous one, write it like this, neatly formatted. You have to write your program very neatly formatted. Braces, next, inner statements, next, another block of statements, inner. So you should create a clean hierarchical way of arrangement of a program. So program. This program is a high level language. High level language means the program which you can easily understand, write it in English language, and also you can easily debug. So this is, and this is a C program. All that discussions that we do from today onwards, the syllabus is totally based on C language, C programming language. And you can certainly work, you can certainly understand. And one more very important thing, theory, it is not a theory oriented subject. Data structure using C is not a theory oriented subject. It is highly practical subject. I expect everybody to install Turbo C in your laptops or desktops. Okay. And whatever we discuss the programs in the class, you have to execute. You have to execute and you have to ready. You have to practically, you should be ready to face. So simply writing the program theoretically, it is of no use. Whatever we teach in the class, you note down first. Second thing, these programs, you have to execute it in the Turbo C. And if you have a laptop, if you don't have this Turbo C software, you can come to MCA department. I'll be there in the MCA department. I'll be happy to assist you to install this particular software. How many of you have installed already? If you have installed, please type in your chat box. I'm able to see your chat box. Have you installed? Yes, yes, yes. Many are writing. Yeah, code blocks. That is also correct. Good. Dev C++. Good. All compilers are good. Yes, many are answering really. I'm really okay. Happy. Okay. So, right. Somebody is saying body of the program. Oh, that is previous. Okay, previous. Okay. So many of you are having Visual Studio. Yes, good. That's good. Most of you have, but if you don't have the software, please don't hesitate. Come to MCA department. I'll give the software installed onto your laptop. That is the instruction that I would like to give. Further, this is something very interesting. To make a machine to do things as you want, what you have to do is very simple. Adarsh, I'll talk to you. You can, Adarsh has asked a public question. Adarsh, you can message me, WhatsApp me. I'll definitely happy to teach C++ also. Yes, even C++. Yeah, definitely. But beyond the syllabus, I have to teach. I'll definitely teach you. If you are interested to learn, I'm there to teach you. Yes, Adarsh. Okay, so this is my last slide for today's class. To make machine to do thing as you want, what you have to do is very simple. You have to write a set of commands, set of instructions. So in the previous slide, each line has a program. Each line has a program, and each line you have to execute it. So program is nothing but it's a collection of instructions. It's a program, and you can write any language. You can use any language to write this program, out of which very two popular programming languages are Java and C. 10 years back, but today Java is there, Python is there, C is there, C++, Visual Basic, Visual C++, hell number of programming languages. But remember one thing, if you understand one programming language very well, say for example C program itself, you have done very well, then that is sufficient. That is sufficient for you to write easily. So 1 minute left. So I'm ending today's class. We'll discuss much of the things in the next class. Thank you. So, sorry. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
tell
sir.
me. Yeah.
Sir, how it will be subject, sir? Or writing, programming, or how it will be, sir?
It will be more of programs and theory.